my time start?
Now?
Oh, right, okay. So I'm talking about making your own tools in Godot, as the slide says. But who am I and what do I know about making tools in Godot? I'm Nathan Hoad, and I've made a whole bunch of tools in Godot. Most recognizable, maybe, if you're familiar with Godot's dialog manager, which has become, since version 4 of Godot, kind of a de facto standard for dialog in Godot. And I also have a game coming out in 2 weeks, and if you listen to Patrick, I have the worst day of my life to look forward to. But anyway, back to making tools in Godot. So one of the cool things about Godot is it's made with itself. So if you know how to make a game in Godot, you know how to make tools because it's all the same nodes, components, and everything. The only thing you need to learn on top of that is the tool annotation, so scripts don't normally run in the editor, but as soon as you annotate them with tool, they do. But with great power comes great responsibility. So this example here is, I have like a library shelf object, so you can have like a little drop down in the inspector that has either empty shelf, it's got a couple of books on it, it's got lots of books on it, ignore what facade is, it's something in the game. But when you change that, because it can run a script in the editor, it actually updates the sprite and some collision stuff and a few other things. So when you're using the tool annotation, you've got to watch out for dependencies. Also need the tool annotation. You need to check that nodes are ready. The environment that it runs in is slightly different to your game, so you need to be a bit extra careful. You can use engine is added a hint to know which environment you're running in. And watch out for things running every frame. You'll know if you've accidentally fucked that up. It becomes pretty obvious. There's also the next level on top of that, which is the var tool annotation, tool button, sorry. So it needs a tool annotation as well, but on a property you can annotate, property with the tool button. And what that does is when you click a button, it then just runs an arbitrary method. So similar to the other one, except this you can actually have things. So like here I have like a bake some data thing button. You don't have to know what that does. Just it's a button that does something. Things to watch out for: undo redo stack, because you're living in the editor as an actual button doing a thing. You need to make sure that it can then undo the thing natively in the editor, which is pretty easy, just that you need to know you have to do it. And referring to edit-only classes, if you do that unsafely, when you run your game, it will crash because they don't exist at runtime. And what if you need lots more power? You have a full-blown editor plugin, and there's lots of those. So implementing one of those is usually just overriding a whole bunch of hooks. So that's a main screen plugin. That is actually Dialog Manager, which looks like that. So you can have like a tab up the top if you're familiar with Godot, and it looks like it's native within the editor because it's using all, as I said, the same controls. You wouldn't even know it's not part of it. And yeah, there's heaps like that. Inspector plugin, I use these a hell of a lot. So you can override what a property actually looks like with the full-blown UI. So that example here, does my little red dot work? No, it doesn't. But where you see the little green tilde there, that's like the custom dialog queue picker thing, and when you click the little button next to it, it jumps to where it is in the dialog editor. But anyway, you can override the entire UI for a property type and all sorts of things with that one. Debugger plugin, you can override or build your entire complex debugger. You can have all charts and graphs and stuff that come natively as well. This one's dialog debugging, as you can probably guess. Tells you what state's available and what dialog's been running and what it's been doing. There's import plugins, so you can build your entire import chain through that. So if you've got some custom way of importing 3D models, you can have like multiple steps doing it on top of the native one. There's also an export plugin, so this one grabs the latest Git SHA and injects it into the build, so I can see like exactly which commit the current build is. There's also a translation plugin. I forget what this one does. Oh, this one is it's any script in the game. Oh, 4 minutes. Okay, I think I'm doing ahead of what I thought I was, which is good. So translation plugin, it runs when you export a CSV or POT file from your project, so you can make anything added to that, so the entire project can be translated at once. And all this does, I think it just, if there's a method in an object that has translatable strings, you can inject them. Because the UI automatically gets translated in Godot, but the scripts don't. So if you are implementing strings, anyway, translation plugin, you can make it do whatever you want. And there's heaps more of them. So things to watch out for there: tool annotation again, undo redo again, theme colors and icons. There's a whole bunch of stuff built into the plugins themselves to extract native stuff out of the editor, so you can be a good citizen within the editor for plugins. Where to start? The docs for Godot are great for every part of Godot, especially the plugins. And you can look at like there's heaps of open source ones, so just go steal everything they do. As I said, that's Dialog Manager. It's got an example of a lot of different plugins in it, so it's probably a good place to start. Is that part of the timer? Oh, is that 5? Okay, this is the second last slide. So scratch your own itch. The Dialog Manager plugin I've been talking about was originally just a dialog system in Brave's Coconut, my game, that I extracted out and open sourced because I thought other people would find it useful as well. And that's it. Come say hi. Oh, also, I have a couple of these little Cocoa pins for anyone that wants to come up and ask me for one.